Hello everyone. How you all doing today? Today I am making my video a little bit later than I usually do, but yeah, finally I'm about to do this work. Yeah, so to read the Course in Miracles lesson. So the previous one was saying that I have invented the situation as I see it. It means that the situation itself is neutral, yeah, and I am giving all the meaning to the situation because if I think about this way, so I invented this way, yeah, I made it up. Yeah, it's just a reminder that you are taking the responsibility on yourself, not blaming anyone on anything, seemingly to be outside of you. Because inner world is the reason why you have everything in the outside world, right? Yeah. If you're watching my videos, just maybe you can comment how would you take this idea? How would you take this idea that you are actually the source of all the seemingly happening situations, problems in the world around you? Yeah, so like you invented them up. Yeah, how do you take it? So honestly, yeah, it's really hurtful for the ego, I can say. But when you go deeper, you realize that, yeah, actually, I am the source of everything, of my feelings, of all the meanings I give. We even created and made up all the words, yeah. Each word has its own meaning, yeah, in each language, but it seems to be not enough. Yeah, we cannot express ourselves honestly with our words. Yeah, we made it up and it doesn't work. So yeah, everything that we see around us, we created it. Yeah, we invented it. All right, so today I'm about to read the next lesson. Next lesson number 33 says that there is another way of looking at the world. Yeah, there is another way of looking at the world. Today's idea is an attempt to recognize that you can shift your perception of the world in both its outer and inner aspects. Because they are the same, you remember about that, right? A full 5 minutes should be devoted to the morning and evening applications. In these practice periods, the idea should be repeated as often as you find comfortable, though unhurried applications are essential. Alternate between surveying your outer and inner perceptions, but without an abrupt sense of shifting. Merely glance casually around the world you perceive as outside yourself, then close your eyes and survey your inner thoughts with equal casualness. Try to remain equally uninvolved in both. And it's really difficult yet to not to get involved into your thoughts. Yeah, try to remain equally uninvolved in both and to maintain this detachment as you repeat the idea throughout the day. The short exercise period should be as frequent as possible. Specific applications of today's idea should also be made immediately. When any situation arises which tempts you to become disturbed, for these applications, say, there is another way of looking at this. There is another way of looking at this situation. There is another way of looking at this world around me. Yeah, I found myself to be in. There is another way of looking at this person. Can you think about this, about someone who wronged you, who offended you, who did something bad to you? Can you? There is another way of looking at this. I guess this is the attempt to find God in this person, yeah, because God is in my mind. Yeah, we remember about that from the previous Course in Miracles lesson. Alright, remember to apply today's idea the instant you are aware of distress. Yeah, every time you have a thought of distress, you apply this idea. There is another way of looking at this. It may be necessary to take a minute or so to sit quietly and repeat the idea to yourself several times. There is another way of looking at this. Closing your eyes will probably help in this form of application. So we can do this work with our eyes closed and also opened. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, I guess I can apply this idea to any distressful thoughts I have. And yeah, there is another way of looking at the world. There is another way of looking at this situation. There is another way of looking at this person. There is another way of looking at this similar to be bad situation to me. Yeah, there is another way. There is always another way, right? It's like, I remember the phrase when Course in Miracles was written, yeah, by Helen Chuckman, and they were really not getting along with each other, yeah, let's say it like that. They were arguing, they were constantly having conflicts, yeah, between each other. And the man, sorry, I don't remember his name, who was actually the assistant, yeah, of Helen Chuckman in writing A Course in Miracles. And yeah, and they say something like, there must be another way. There must be another way. Yeah. So this is exactly about that. There is another way of looking at this. Yeah. So probably it can help to find something good in the situation. Yes. So to probably distract yourself from negative thoughts. Yeah. From going deeper and deeper into this really not bringing anything good thoughts. Yeah. So you just refocusing your mind, yeah, into the different direction, I can say. All right, once more time, there is another way of looking at this, and today's idea for this day. And yeah, probably you can do this work along the day with me. And thank you for watching. Have a good day. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.